Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Camera's really shaking. All right, fuckers, welcome back. Right, warming up because I smell like garbage. Already made that joke before. I'm running out of material. Anyways, oh yes, begging for likes and subscribes. Fucking do it. Don't actually, please do. I'm extremely desperate. But if you don't, fuck off my channel. Right, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. I'm tired of this shit after 3 days of begging for likes and subscribes. I don't know how bigger or any YouTube channels can continue doing this for years on end without feeling pathetic. So kudos to you. You're the bottom of the barrel, but you do it with a smile on your face apparently. But oh, and I also didn't get to draw yesterday because my girlfriend came over and we hung out and it was nice. I did draw at night, but I didn't record it, and I was just practicing what I'm about to do right now, which is add, subtract, and rotate simple forms, right? Which is really fun. This is basically form intersections or form blending, as Antonio calls it, right? From Artwad. This isn't a method that's particular to Artwad's methodology, but the fuck does that even mean? This isn't something that Artwad specifically came up with, but they they obviously have it part of their practice, and it's a big part of their practice when it comes to their beginner roadmap. So this, I'm not doing the roadmap, I'm warming up, but a lot of my practices blend together, and at the end of the day, practicing fundamentals is better than not. So yeah, I don't know why I give updates to my audience, to be honest, on my life. But we're all a big family, right? I fucking hate that shit. I joined a company, Montana's. I worked at Montana's as a grill cook, and I was well, nobody see at this point everybody's clicked off, so I can just ramble about my life for a few seconds. But yeah, I worked at Montana's, and when I joined, the fucking the head chef, not the head chef, the fucking line cook, right? One of the managers and then the main manager, they were both like, "Oh, we're like a family." Right? So they're like, I know we all know everybody says that, but we really are like a family, right? Left that place, but honestly, the fucking line cook did end up becoming one of my best friends. So, I guess it has merit to it. But yeah, no, I still hang out with them to this day. We've been friends for 5 years now, or 4 years, yeah. But yeah, I don't believe in that shit. You are not my family. You are just numbers to me. Numbers which grow, and I do not appreciate the numbers in their individuality, but only in their sum. And that's what it means to chase subscribers and lose sleep over it. So yeah, let's get to drawing. But honestly, form intersections are really difficult, and it's fun, but it's very hard. And again, practicing with cylindrical shapes is what makes it even more difficult, right? So for example, I want to, let's do cylinder, which is an addition to a sphere, and then the sphere has a box subtracted from it, right? So yeah, I don't know what's up with my pen right now. Okay, so again, wonky ellipse, but cylinder, which is added to a sphere, right? So what would that look like? It's all about following the contour. And the concept is that you have to imagine them intersecting, right? Where the contour lines intersect. So if this is the sphere that I'm imagining, then it'd be something like that. Also depends, like you can choose where you want it to add, right? So I can add it anywhere I want, which is the fucking difficult part of trying to figure this out. So if I can add it anywhere I want, what if I do something like this? And obviously trying to keep this shit in my mind as well. At the same time. And what do I want to? I want to subtract. See, I don't know if that makes sense. Because now it feels as if this is a fucking. I think I did it wrong. It almost feels as if it's a sphere added on top of a cylinder, which is still incorrect. Because these are elliptical. So wouldn't it be something more like that? I may need to bring out ye old red and blue pen, no, red and green pen, to understand this better. But what if I just have a box coming out of it? Right? Something like that. That just looks fucking retarded. This is fucking stupid. Oh no. Well, I guess we can always just try to rotate it anyways and continue figuring it out whilst I rotate it. So let's do something like this, right? So now this is facing this way. It's just the front. Yeah, because then if that's what's happening, then wouldn't this be... This doesn't really make any sense. Especially the way... This was supposed to be added onto this, but now I've added this onto this. I'm trying to figure this out. We'll rotate it a couple times to get an idea, and then I think over here I'm gonna just practice with crutches, as we say, right? Doing the underdrawing and all that stuff, because that's also important too. But okay, because we're trying to make this, so would it be... Okay, then we have a box that was coming through here, some shit like that, right? So if it was coming through this way, would be something like, okay, well, I guess let me finish this off first. It already kind of feels off, but that's just because these lines aren't connected very nicely. And that's what we're figuring. And also, this is not a fucking perfect ellipse or a circle either, right? So it's a wonky looking fucker. And then I wanted a box. So it's either coming through there. So from this angle, it would be coming through like here. So what would that look like? It would be something like... Yeah, going back to basics is also important, right? Perhaps I'm just gonna have a bunch of boxes going into spheres as well, and we can rotate that, you know. So if we try to think about it though, if we try to visualize what that would look like, it's about visualizing while understanding the logic behind it, right? So would it be like... That's fucking stupid as well. It doesn't make any sense. Let me rest my brain. Good old tea. Caffeine, the sustenance which keeps on giving. Also constricts your blood vessels, gives you diarrhea. But you know, You're technically giving to the sewage system. So I think there's still an equivalent exchange. Okay, you know what? Try this. Let's just try intersecting boxes into spheres, right? This should be hard, fam. So you have a sphere. Sure. And you have a box going straight into it. Right. The box is already intersecting into the sphere. Question is, what's guanin? Literally, what is guanin? So if it comes down here, let's say like it's intersecting around this point. Something like this. So if we want to, it would be something like this is a contour. And what is it? Getting cut off like that. Again, I'm sure I'll understand this. Hopefully I'll understand this better. And maybe I can ask for tips as well. In the Discord, right? The community feedback channel. Is that correct? Because we still have to remember that this is an elliptical and it's curved all around. It's just like infinite fucking ellipses all around it, right? Ooh. Oh, I think what is going to help me is I got to think about it in terms of an orthographic view, right? The orthographic view is probably what's really missing here. So if we think about it like that, so this actually needs, there you go, something like this, and this also needs something like that, right? Because it's being cut into. This is obviously extremely off. But even if we think about, let's say the sphere adding onto, no, the cylinder adding onto the sphere. But if I just think about that, then okay, let me try this again. Okay, and I want a cylinder kind of going in like this. So let's just get this out of the way already. Right? It's kind of, I guess, coming in. So, but that's the question is it just, it's not just going along the contours, it's where they meet. So this is actually very difficult for me to understand in terms of curve meets curve, right? How does that work? Curve meets curve. If we try to think out loud and also visualize it, try to understand the logic behind it, it should be, I think this is the main mind-bending part, which is good, right? But I do want to try to understand, because let's say it's going into it. So oh, this thing is going all the way around like this. That's the sphere. So, okay, I could still go past it. So it's a kind of, where is it meeting? I can have it meet right here. But that would be what it's like? It would be like this. And then it goes past, past, past. Is that accurate? Still feels a bit off to me. I still feel as if somehow I'm adding the sphere onto the cylinder instead of the other way around. Or maybe I'm thinking a bit too deeply about it. This is fun though. This is really fun. I mean, actually, funny enough, we can add a box, right? So if we had a box, it could literally be a big box. So we can do something like. Right? Would that make sense? If we had a box, it would. Maybe these curves need to be more prominent, actually. Yeah, these curves probably need to be more prominent. But I think the idea is there. Yeah, and that's what we're working towards. So let me take another break. I don't know why I do that. Actually, I do know why I do that, because I think it's fun. God damn, it's a great thing. The saving grace of my videos are just the background music. But God bless you, Chainsaw Man. Oh yeah, everything. Link in the description. Click on my associate links. Oh, okay. Fuck the camera up. Yeah, click on my associate links, please. It's funny, at this point, I'm just gonna start using associate links anytime my family asks me to send them something. They're like, hey, where'd you get that? I did that yesterday. My friends were asking what stretching material I used, and I sent them my foam roller and lacrosse ball, but I sent them the fucking associate link. Gotta get commissions somehow, boys and girls. Okay, let me rest my brain. I haven't done any of that. No, I think this is wrong now that I look at it. Because it implies that the shape is tapering inwards when it should be still like this. Yeah, there you go. That would make more sense. Same here. Right, it's just one, it's the same plane. So if I were to choose one, it should have been like that. There you go. That's more correct. This is the correct idea, I believe. Even this is actually probably inaccurate. More like this. Yeah, there you go. Curved it like that. Form intersections are so fun. Very difficult, but honestly really fun to do. Okay, I know I keep saying, I know, this is the thing, right? They're so difficult that the intent is add, subtract, and rotate, but the reality is add, subtract, fucking get a headache, and then just try to figure out how the add and subtracting works. You know, I'm gonna be on this for a while. I'm actually really happy. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'm a bit better at form intersections, right? But it all takes time, you know? But why don't we do cone, cylinder, box? Okay, so what can we do? We could do a cone, a cylinder with a box. I'm trying to think. If we had a box like this, we had a cone coming out, just going straight into that. Maybe make it a bigger box. Again, I always make things super difficult because I'm literally trying to visualize everything at the same time. But I feel as if this is important. The more difficult I make it initially, hopefully the easier I'll get down the line, right? All that good. So Okay, so I want a big box, smaller cylinder. It's intersecting right at the tip and it's subtracting. So what would that look like? Can't lose this. There you go, something like that. I don't know if that makes too much sense. That's the intent. Okay, well this obviously should have been more, a bit more easy to understand. I fucked it up a little, but we can always do it again, but with a bit more of a crutch, right? And then let's cylinder, if we add a cylinder onto this. Funny enough, addition I'm struggling with now. So we can have, yeah, lots of shit to think about, right? So I'm trying to think. Oh wait, I think it's also because, I don't know. I feel that that's just a bit off, but we'll have to leave that as it is. It's definitely because this is not making any sense. Like it's adding, it should have been more subtle. But either way, how can we blend this or add this? Addition is just you're following. I'm trying to think. What constitutes? Quantifies or constitutes? Fucking choose one. What constitutes as an addition, right? I feel as if whenever I'm blending two things with the cylinder, especially like a cylindrical shape with a cylindrical shape, it doesn't seem like this is being added. It doesn't seem like the cylinder is the addition. It always feels as if the base of what I was adding onto becomes the addition. It has to be a way I'm connecting it. That's the problem. I'm trying to think. Okay, it feels as if this is going to be fine. Right? We already know. We see this side. It's just this side right here. So what is that? Right. It's a bit off, but it is what it is. Touch right there. Trying to think about this because it's these versus these. It's just kind of. So it's more like this. Is that more accurate? I don't know. I don't know. And if we just try, let's just try doing like a box. Okay, so again, if we, this is what's been helping me figure it out, right? If I just did big ass box with the cone, right? Something like this. And obviously the box is going inside the cone, right? It's subtracting it. So again, what does that look like? This is so fun. This is so fucking fun. But would it be like this? No, because yeah, the box is inside. Well, I guess at the very least I know this exists, right? I have to visualize what that would look like on the inside. So it's inside. This is also pretty difficult to visualize, just the fact that it's inside, subtracting. Something like this. Right, and then we have because this is all taken apart. So would it be it's inside, so that makes sense? I don't know. Maybe I made it a bit too small. Let's make it a bit bigger. Try to figure that out again. Right, so let's do something like okay, if we just had it is subtracting it. Oh no, because I'm turning this into an addition. That's what it is. That's the mistake I've been making. These are behaving as additions and then a subtraction on the inside, which doesn't make any sense. And this is where I think I'm losing a bit of that concept that I was being taught. But again, we can just sort of reteach ourselves, right? So if we have a box coming in like this, and it's coming through here, then okay, let's just say it's coming in like this, right? Why is this so hard now? How the fuck am I struggling with this? I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense that I'd struggle. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see. Something like that. We're trying to subtract it. Right. Just plop that shit right in the middle. Okay. And if it's coming out through there, I'm gonna just this. Again, does that make sense? If you just have a box that's plopped down. I mean, the box I'm thinking of. Honestly, I kind of did this incorrectly because I was supposed to go through the entire thing. But I guess the box I was thinking of something like this, right? But is that really a subtraction that's occurring? I guess let me just outline it a bit better. No, because why is this showing then? Right, I think I'm close, but maybe not close enough. Close, but no cigar. Right? This is fucking so like that. Okay, let me rest my brain. But this is fun. I'm gonna keep pushing obviously the harder ones because subtracting a cylinder from a box, adding a cylinder to a box, that's pretty simple. The cones, the spheres, anything involving them is what's a bit difficult. And of course, when you see somebody proficient do it, you're like, of course it makes sense. But I'm not that person. So you definitely shouldn't be expecting anything apart from extremely incremental gains, right? Extremely incremental gains over long periods of time. It's crazy though. I've already recorded 91 hours. No, 101 hours of of practice. Like recorded as in I get it's put into perspective now because what I started since December. So December, January, February, March, it's April now. In 4 months, I've done 100 hours, which is actually kind of shit if you think about it. I thought, what was I 3, 6, 9, 12? I should have done 120 hours at this point. Oh no, I started halfway through December, I think. So, did I? I don't even know. Alright, let me take a break. But yeah, okay. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, speaking of, fucking, dude, Nintendo Switch 2 is extremely expensive. Fuck that shit. I know it's probably been said a bunch of times already, but holy shit, is that thing expensive, bro? What the fuck? Fucking, and plus in CAD, Canadian CAD, it's almost $700, $800 after tax or some shit. Fuck that. Okay, let's do another one. Is it like that? Just trying to think. That angle always gonna be struggle apparently. Yeah, thinking about it is difficult, but what I was thinking of was just something like this, I guess, right? Please don't come in. I'm recording. It's probably my dad. Now he's gonna be like, "Who the fuck do you think you are? Who in the actual fuck do you think you are telling me not to come in?" Yeah, see, so something like this. See, the funny thing is, when I'm polite, they get even more upset because they're like, "Bro, I can't even be mad at you." But I think that's just a parent thing, right? Where it's like, "Oh well, why aren't you just available for me 24/7? You fucking useless piece of shit." Okay, well that's actually getting better. I think perhaps this curve could have been a bit better, but overall, that's the inside. It comes back out. Again here. It's a bit off, but I think it's getting better for sure. Another thing I want to practice is cylinder with cylinder, because that's also very intense, right? So if we do, again, it's always important to think about. I keep trying to think about the orthographic view. I mean, I've been not doing it for the past few, but that's the thing with art. There's so much to think about, especially spatial reasoning. That's why we have to get into the habit of thinking about those things, right? Visualizing orthographic view, fucking the lines where they intersect, the contours, all that shit. So much to think about. But if it's subtracted, no, that's an addition. We just need a pure subtraction. Something like this. Wait, what did I fuck up? Shit, I fucked something up. Oh, wait, because that was supposed to be the line that connected it. And then, we have our cylinder. But let's do another one of that with a better example and thinking harder, right? So and then we have something like this, and then we have a cylinder coming across, cutting through. So it's something like that. I believe, because the cylinder is coming through like that, right? Yeah, it'd be kind of going across it, following the contour around it. And once you stop here, then you're just going back to following your own contour. So maybe something more like this. And then you get caught up by this again, and then you're going across again. Okay, so slightly off, I think, but overall, there was an attempt. The attempt is what matters. Yeah, rotating this shit's already gonna be. I mean, I could rotate it, but I think also just practicing this is really important too, right? So always many steps forward, and actually very few steps forward, and many steps back, and then many steps forward, blah 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 again. I don't know if I'm adding too much variety to my practice as well, but yeah, I don't know. I feel maybe because I like having variety to keep practicing different things, but then at the same time, maybe spacing it out a bit too much is causing more issues than not. Or maybe I have improved and I just haven't realized, right? But again, if we were to rotate this, then if that's coming up here, then this thing's like oriented. Oof. Actually, I should rotate these. I should continue rotating this to build my spatial reasoning further. The rotating is important. So yeah, I'm gonna just, even if it's simple ones like these, I'm gonna rotate it going forward because this is hurting my brain right now, which is good. Because if I'm gonna rotate it, let's think. Comes up like that, then this one comes up like so, right? Just gonna be like this. Yes, it's gonna be this way. Okay, so it's gonna be this way, so it's coming like so. Up around here, which means see, that curve has to be very organic too. This is incorrect. What I need to do is practice more of this specific curve, right? Because if we have a cylinder coming around, it'll be something like this. And then you're following that. And then you're curving in before you're forced to come back around. Like a gape mouth. Right? And obviously this is a fucking retarded ass example. Holy shit, that looks so bad. But yeah, I think that's what is important. Right, again, if I were to rotate it this way, coming on this way, this thing would be facing this, because if I bring this up here, facing this way, yeah, so this would be here, okay. Okay, wait. That would be coming out this way, actually. So again, if I have, and again, it's all imagination, right? But the imagination has to follow logic, which is important. So it's coming through here. So like, I'm trying to think. Because it's coming this way, then is that like so? No, I have to think about this. Hold up. Also, I had to sneeze. Anyways, okay, so it's coming this way. Maybe it's more like this. So No, it's coming this way. So what do we know? Maybe no. I'm trying to not use that pen as a crutch, right? I have to be able to spatially reason this. It's how we get better. So it's this way. It's a fuck up. It's supposed to go this way, but it's going this way. It's okay. So I should have made it more curved like that. And the connection's a bit off too. Difficult, very difficult. Again, if we have cylinder coming in like that, we just do a smaller version, right? If it's coming in like this, then am I not? I don't know. Okay, let me rest my brain. Yeah, sometimes I'm just not sure if my practice is efficient because, again, maybe this is too much variety, right? Antonio does say you really want to go off on one thing before moving on to the next thing. But technically, I am just focusing on fundamentals. Or maybe I just haven't done enough form intersections to really say that I've put enough hours into it. This is actually, objectively speaking, this is maybe my 6th hour practicing this. So I guess for my 6th hour of doing form intersections, it's not. Oh, it's already been 50 minutes almost. All right, yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, let's use that pen again. Try to figure this out. But again, perhaps I'm focusing too much on an end result. Let's just enjoy the process of trying to figure this out, right? No pun intended. Well, no, I'm not even doing figures, so I don't even know why there would be a pun. Cool. Yeah, something like that. Whatever. I think I have the right idea. I think it's just about visualizing it. Right. So if this is cutting in through here, and then like stopping here, I guess. So wouldn't it be? Actually, I feel as if this shit makes it harder for me to visualize it. Oh, well, let's start with this, right? Okay, and then this is in front of this. Actually, this is actually fucking me up more than just trying to imagine it. The two forms intersecting, seeing them as solid lines going fucking through each other is fucking me up. Let's see. What's happening here? Because technically it is just, but that's not cutting through. That's the issue right there, right? Kind of made it a bit too big as well. But that isn't. If this isn't cutting through here, then why is this coming across? That's a subtraction that doesn't need to happen, for one. Like this right here. This space isn't being subtracted, is it? So wouldn't it just be more like straight? This I can kind of understand. Or would it be more like curved over? Kind of nested inside of it. Is that what makes more sense? That it's nested? Subtraction is more it's nested inside of it? Maybe I just need to watch Antonio's example to figure this out. But either way, let's move on from this and do some, I don't know, spheres subtracted. Oh fuck me, that's gonna kill my brain. Let's do this. Spheres subtracting spheres. Wonderful. Let's do that. Right. So would it be something like why was that easier? Why the fuck was that easier? Why was that easier? Why did that come across so easier than this piece of shit? Oh my god, what the fuck, bro? But then again, I technically just subtracted the other half, so maybe I made it a bit too easy because it's a bit too simple. But what if I did a sphere? Oh wait, shit, hold up. Oh god. No, I forced that one. There's a burp waiting to happen, friends. No, that's also forced. Fuck, it'll happen when it happens, whatever. Okay. Why don't we do a little segment of a sphere? So yeah, something like that. Right. Also, this is not a perfect ellipse, which is probably not helping, but yeah, it's just subtracted. Why the fuck is this so much easier to understand? This kind of looks like an eye. There you go. This is. Okay. Subtractions are more difficult, so if we keep focusing on subtractions, maybe I'll get it down. Let's do another cylinder. The cylinder. This time let's make it like that. It's funny how I seem to get it down in certain instances. Because this is the. It's like this, right? This is the cylinder I was imagining. Subtracting. Okay, so I feel as if maybe I am understanding it. Just the way you have to think about it, perhaps. Let's try again. Yeah, just doing it over and over, repetition, right? So. And then maybe, again, let's just. If we do just normal, going like this, right? Something like. Yeah, like that, right? Like a cylinder. It's the contour. It's going over it here. It's just going over it there. But then once it hits this, yeah, okay. Okay, so I am doing it relatively correctly. I just needed to understand the logic behind it. And I think that makes sense now. But what about this? What if we have a cylinder? I've done this before. Right, what if it's coming in like this? Would it be like this? And then I just continue onwards. Does that make sense? Right, cylinder that's cutting across. Wait, fuck. Like that. But then maybe. I think that makes sense. Oh wow, I think I actually have gotten better in terms of understanding it. Again, if we do a cone with the cylinder, and I know I was focused on addition before, but subtraction is also difficult. We'll do here and there. I have an entire back of the page to fill out anyways. It's already been an hour, what the fuck. But maybe if we do. Okay, so if we have a cone, right? Well, that's not, whatever. Okay, and then we have a cylinder that cuts across like so. Right, it's cutting across like this, minor axis. What would that look like? Minor axis is like slightly different. So wouldn't that just be something like this, and then that? Something like that. No, something is off there. What is off? Well, this makes it look flat. This is correct, but this makes it look flat. Why does this make it look flat? Because if it's cutting through, something like this. What would this line here be? It wouldn't be connected. It would be something like... It would be following this minor axis, so it would be something like that. There you go, that makes sense. That might be hard to understand, but basically... Oh shit, I shook the fucking tripod. But basically, we have a cylinder cutting across like this, right? It's subtracting, right? So this, we still... Because now it's... It's sort of going inwards in a specific angle like that, right? So this is... You actually see this over here. It's still cutting out over here. And here it's just wrapping along what's left before it just goes off into space. I don't fucking know if that as an explanation makes sense, but let me do one more example to hopefully showcase what I mean. Right? Okay, let's do it this way. Yeah, so here's the bottom of the cone. And I guess here is... There you go, the cylinder, right? Cutting across. So let me just establish this. So yeah, it's being cut, and it stops like right there, right? Roughly. Now, because... Well, if it's cutting across entirely and it's just cutting that section off, then it would actually be something like this, right? Where we still have to follow what's left of the cone. What's left of the cone is kind of like this, right? So it's just like that. You have this. You have this little connection. I guess we can make it a bit more. It's like that. Actually, that doesn't even fucking make sense. I fucked it up again. I fucked it up again. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. It has to go over, doesn't it? It has to wrap around. Because we have to see this. It has to be like that. I don't fucking know. Let me do it again from a better angle. From here. I guess from the bottom, if I explain it, it'd be a bit better. Right? If we have something like this, you know, cylinder, cutting across, right? And let's just say it's going out through here. Something like this. And then it's something like that. Right? Just cutting across, and the top of the cone's done. I'm probably doing a horrible job explaining this, to be honest, but the idea is that, I mean, let me take a break and let me explain it properly, because the better I can explain it to myself, the better I can explain it to whoever's still fucking watching at this point. But give me a couple seconds. Okay, so here's how I am thinking about it, and hopefully this makes sense. I don't know if I have enough space. Maybe like down here. Okay, so if we have, I think, yeah, this can be seen. So if we have, first let's establish the direction of, okay, so it'll be something like this, right? And then we'll make the direction of the cone something like this, right? So cylinder cutting across or subtracting a cone, right? We already know that this right here is roughly where it's going to stop because the cone needs to hit that center point. So if we just do something like this and like that, like we know this is being subtracted. But the question is, what does it look like from here? Well, the cone still exists moving past this point. It's just being subtracted, right? So from what I understand, and I understand very little, right? Okay, is if this is coming here, then we need, actually it needs to be like this because it's cutting across. It's just about the contour lines. So in this case, this actually would be a straight line, funny enough, because it's wrapping around. Actually no, because the cone's much thicker than that. Yeah, so it would be something like, well, we can still do this because we already know that something, it's like that, right? But it's just a small part of this. So what would it be? You gotta think about the contours, right? It's constantly meeting, and this is constantly going like that. So if it's getting rid of that, then wouldn't it be like this? Like that? I think, roughly. I don't know. I'm literally fucking doing something different every time. Fuck this. I think it makes sense. I'm gonna obviously keep going. I do feel as if I leveled up a decent amount here, to be honest. Slowly but surely, in terms of understanding and thinking about the form, right? Thinking about the form is the most important part. I feel as if I'm slowly getting better. It might feel like it might feel like a couple steps backwards because 2 weeks ago I was doing combinations and rotating them, but I'm always trying to reinforce what I understand and learn, right? So maybe tomorrow, yeah, maybe definitely tomorrow, let's just flip this page over and just try making some simple combinations and rotating them, right? Like complex combinations in the sense that we'll try doing cylinders with, or elliptical objects with elliptical objects, and straight planes like a box or something, but just 2 to 3 of them, addition or subtraction or combination, and then rotating them, right? I think, and that's going to take much longer, so don't expect anything really. I mean, anybody who expects anything from my art is a fucking idiot. But oh, speaking of fucking idiots, please like, subscribe, my audience. Oh, I love you all so much. Please like, subscribe. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how people do this without feeling like a fucking, I mean, I guess if I'm okay with begging for money, I should be okay with begging for likes and subscribe. So yeah, if you haven't done that shit already, fucking do it, because clearly you've wasted enough of your time listening or watching, or a combination of both, to my drivel. So yes, you clearly want more of this. Don't lie to yourself. This is something that at the very least you're like, I wouldn't mind having this on my feed and clicking on it every now and then, right? The thumbnails are mildly interesting. Sometimes they make me chuckle. This guy's voice is annoying as shit, but I can look past that, but because I can't see him. So yeah, like, subscribe, all that gay shit. With that being said, as always, I mean, amazing drawing session. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, as always, I keep drawing. No, what the fuck? As always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. That's right. I'm not making a weird noise at the end today. Just give me money. No, fuck. Please give me money. Thank you.